Hey guys, welcome back to Hougan. I hope everybody's doing well out there. I hope so with the fiasco that's going on out there with these riots and these lootings, and it's just been rough for the last past couple of months. Let's say 2020 period. Okay, and what's unfortunate is that in the process of the coronavirus, this is what's going on. And what happens at times like this is people get even more desperate of trying to find what it is that can make them feel safe, and what it is that how you could grab into your faith to escape all of this. And when you see me always going saying faith and all that's because that's what I'm here on YouTube to do. Okay, I'm not going to be on here talking about the game. I'm talking about the RuPaul's Drag Race or what. No, this is serious business what I'm talking about. Okay, so what do we do at these points? Stay watching the news. Make sure that you're saving money, because you never know what could happen and you need to bounce somewhere, or you need to go, or because if you can't work, what's going to happen? And this is the problem. Because of what happened with the coronavirus, now we got this going on over. They even have a time curfew in New York. Everybody has to be in, if I'm not mistaken, by 7 p.m. That's the time most people are getting from Manhattan to Queens on the train. I'm serious. Okay, because they work from 9 to 5 in the city. Then they go to, they get to Queens in about an hour and a half. If they live in Brooklyn, it's still the fact of the matter is that New York City, you don't go inside at no 7 o'clock at night. No, But you know what? I wish them well. That's my hometown, born and raised. It's unfortunate. It has really changed. And I just hope all is well for just everybody, the world, and then we just grow. But let's talk about what we got going on here on Hougan La Rouge, okay? I promised you guys that I was going to do the mock reading. I also told you that I was going to tell you how you feed your cards. I was also going to tell you how to make sure that you know how important your altar is, okay? So what I'm going to do is talk first about the planned seminar that I'm planning, okay, around September, October. Now, let me explain to you something. September, those around the times, August is hurricane season, okay? So a lot of people don't do that much traveling. It may be bad or it may not be bad. That don't mean you can't come. It don't mean that it's not going to happen. If I see that the traveling is bad, I will let you know the month before, okay? And if anybody has sent their deposit or whatever, it's going to go right back to you, okay? So that you can, last thing I want is to hear that I'm a thief or whatever. So it will go back to you, or you would be able to join me on the line one. What is that? We said that we could
Zoom.
Zoom conferencing, okay? So either or, you're gonna see different techniques and stuff like that being done, okay? That was that for the seminar. Please read my information at the end of all my videos. It says how to get in contact with me, okay? My email address, my own personal number, okay? Feel free. If I don't pick up, leave a message, okay? Send me an email, okay? I will respond to you as soon as I can, Okay? So there is no, I don't know how to reach him. I don't know where he is. I don't know. I am in Florida, Orlando, Florida. Okay? So here's something else I want to talk about. Lavez tête sous point Hougan Chris. Okay? There's some people that get upset or feel taken, should I say, when they go and they get to where they thought that they were going to receive certain things, okay, when they get to the ritual, to the console, or even to the lavez tête. Let me tell you what could be done here in the States, okay? Lavez tête, okay? Definitely. Now, the way the country is, the way things are in Haiti sometimes at the moment, you could possibly do sous point here in the States as well. Because some Haitians, even the Spanish, they got the herbs that we need to go ahead to do the ceremony that we need to do for the console. We got the drummers. Only thing is, you might have to go to your local, either it's your home association or even just the police just ahead of time if you know you're doing it. Because there is a time where when you come out, you have to be presented at certain places. The last thing you need is the neighbors or the people to say, what is going on here? What these people got going on? Because you know when people, they don't understand something or if they never saw it, they like, oh God, we better get going because the freaks are coming out. Look at them looking crazy. You already know how they feel about us, about the voodoo as it is. So we don't need them to go ahead and start making it worse, because guess what? After the console, the ceremony's over, you still have to live in your neighborhood. You still have to live by your neighbors. You don't want them to just dislike you for no reason whatsoever because this is what you practice. This is your religious belief. You don't want that. So keep in mind, that's another thing with the sous point thing. Hougan Mambo, no. I disagree 100%. Because my elders, okay, the people who counseled me, the people who taught me, the people that has been taught Hougan Mambo, they've been made in Haiti, okay? In Haiti is counsel for Hougan Mambo. I'm not going to get into the details with you as to why, because there's certain things that's personal, okay? Because I don't want the other Haitians to come and say, whoa, gade la bay moun yo tout bagay lan, li chita la pale, tout temps la di sa gade sa la di, oh, c'est pas vrai, c'est pas Hougan, c'est pas Mambo. No, no, that's it. One of the reasons too why I don't do the readings the way I used to do them with half and half, Haitian Creole and English, is because I don't want the English speaking people to say I'm spending too much time on the Creole. Like, I don't understand what he's talking about. Then I don't want the Haitians to say I don't know what he's talking about in the English. It's hard to satisfy people sometimes. It is. So I said, okay, Chris, do the videos all in English, and then when the next time I'll do all the videos in just Creole. Okay? So now I also wrote down when I do my videos, I write down what I'm going to talk about. Let me tell you your duties when you at certain levels, because some people feel like because they initiated or they been touched, okay, with the loi, with the voodoo and stuff like that, that they're ready to do big work. They're ready to sit here and to do readings, and they're sitting here, they're telling people that, oh, they do these spells. I don't like to use that word. I call it work. Okay? Yeah, I could do this. And you're pumping them for money. Okay? You're gonna get in trouble before you even reach to where you gotta reach to. Okay? If you're not su point, okay, do not start, okay, doing work. Do not start doing readings. Do not start doing certain jobs for people, okay, just because you're la vite, because it may not go through, because you don't have that strength, okay, to sit there and to draw that energy to you, to guarantee that you're going to get what that person needs. And it's in your best interest, because guess what? You still got to build the relationship with the spirits. You haven't got there yet. You have not got in there yet, because not even that, some people haven't even have a decent altar yet. Okay? This is hey, this is a very important thing. When you don't have the altar that you need to get to them, to do certain things, to get them to draw them into you, meditate. It's the same thing like the Buddha. You always see them, they got the box, they doing the Namiya Hougan Gekyo. That's a place so that you create a focal point where you got, it's called sacred space. So I'm not even, this is just here for my consultation room, okay? My other altars are out there, okay? And you don't have to welcome everybody to your altars, because if they come in just for a reading, they don't need to go through all that. Okay? They go through all that when there's work being done, when there's baths being done. So what I'm trying to say is that when you're la vite, you just been baptized. You've just been where you say, where the Spirit says, you've been broken in. You have become one with your guardian angel, with your loi, with your metet. Okay, metet meaning your first spirit. Okay, the spirit that walks with you. Okay, the first spirit that's in you. Okay, that's your metet. Then after that, you start having the other spirits coming around. But you may not be ready to go to Supoint yet. Or what if you don't want to even go to Supoint? At least you've made a connection with your ancestors and with your guardian angels and with your metet. Because the metet, whether it's female, male, it's always going to have to be a couple, regardless. You can't just have a Freda, okay, without her husband. You can't just have a daughter without the husband. You can't just have a Met Agwe without no Freda or Mambula Siren. You see, these things, they come with other. So that's why the altar is something that has to be done very well, okay? And that's why I recommend, now this is just a recommendation, that you have somebody who is experienced with putting up an altar for you. As a matter of fact, I think that the person who initiates you, okay, or your lavish your tet, okay, Mabo Hougan, okay, that you have them come to the house and do your, like they say, boat ogatwa, which means your altar, okay, your sacred space. Because there's certain ways that the pictures have to be, if that's how you want to do it. Some people say, oh, I don't like the pictures of the saints. It's like, you don't have to have the pictures of the saints. If you want, you could just have statues. But the reason why we got the pictures of the saints is because it's history. Okay? It's a part of how you always done it. So this is what we do. This is what it is. You see what I'm saying? For instance, I like the Catholic images too, but I see my spirits like this with the Santeria, the Cuban, You know what I'm saying? The Umbanda statues and stuff like that. Because to me, it looks more African. And this is what it's all about. Okay? So the responsibility of a lavetet is not for you to sit here and learn how to do readings, how to do big baths, how to do manger loi, meaning feeding spirits and all this stuff. Your lavetet, your responsibility at that time is for you to gain and start the relationship with your spirit, with your guardian angel, mes amis, with your ancestors. Because remember, you're just picking up your spirits, okay? Ramasser loyal. That means picking up your spirits, from getting them from the street, from the air, bringing them, letting them know, here, you can come here, come get a sip of rum, come get some siwo doja. It's always something, okay? You can always get them, like we say, vinvante bolakai mwe. Come, spread your wings by my house, okay? Visit me now, don't forget me. But if you don't have anything that represents them, how is that? I don't know, because in the 19 years that I've been doing this, I don't know how I would feel if I didn't have nothing. Okay, now let's say, for instance, you don't have a room to give. You don't have place to give, or you're not in your own house. Okay? Or you don't want people to know what's going on. Let me tell you something. An altar, I learned, this is by reading now. By reading many books, studying, that an altar can go many places, all depending on the spirit. Okay? Some can be outside. Some can be in the car. Some can be in the office. Some can be in the bathroom, because sometimes there's a spirit that needs constant running water. Okay? Some of them, they could be in underneath a staircase. It all depends on what are you serving, who you serving. It could be in the attic. Okay? Some spirits, they love the heat. That's why when it gets wintertime in New York or anywhere else, the spirits, they don't like to come. It takes them longer to come, especially the Ogu and stuff like that, because they cold. So that's what I'm saying. The intimacy with the spirit, that's your job as a lavetet, okay, is getting set up, getting your relationship going. And if that takes 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and you say it to yourself, you know what? I think, let me see if it's time for me to go to Soupwen. Let me go speak to a Hougan Mambo. Okay? Get my reading to see it's the time. Is this what they want me to do? Are they coming to your dreams telling you this is what you should do or need to do? Or is it just a simple reading that told you that your spirits want you to be elevated? Okay? But just don't go and because somebody told you that, oh, you need to be super, you need to be mambo, and you don't know nothing. You don't even have nothing with the spirit. You don't see them. You don't hear them. You don't have nothing. How? This is what upsets me when somebody tells me they going and it's $5,000. But you don't got nothing set up. Me personally, if I was in a position to take people to Haiti or whatever the case may be, I would, okay, take them, do what I gotta do with them, and as soon as I get back to the States, okay, make appointments with whoever it is that I took, and they fly me out to where I gotta get to come and do your altar. Because now at that point, it's most definitely for you to have it. Okay? And for you to have it on your own. And that should be part of the fee that individual is charging you. You see what I'm saying? Or if you already know how to do it, you could be a person that nobody else has to do nothing for you. You could do your own thing. The person could tell you by the phone, put the leg bar on the bottom, okay, or the top. Put the marasa, they go on the bottom next to the creases on the floor area, okay. The gedes and the cousins and the petwo, they go on one side. You understand? The lada, the whites, they go on another side. You see what I'm saying? And any objects that you want to sit here and to have them represent is just an addition. Okay? So that's what I want to talk about with the levels and the responsibilities. Lave tet. Okay? Now, let me tell you another thing about the houses and the differences and the wrongs and the rights. Guess what? There is the differences in houses. Yes, there is. Okay? Why? Because everybody got initiated or consulted somewhere else besides where you're going or where that individual comes from. And I'm talking about the marble or the Hougan of the house. You understand what I'm saying? The way they were taught, the way their lineage, what they do, okay? How they do their initiation. The people that you see around, sometimes they're adding stuff too as well that you may not get in another ceremony, okay? But it's not for you as an individual to sit there and say, I don't know. I don't think it got done because I'm not feeling certain things and I'm not, okay, all right. Let me tell you, your intuition, your heart is going to tell you if you've been taken, okay? Or if you feel that you didn't get what you needed to get, okay? Because there's going to be a certain way you have to feel when you know that the spirit's you've been touched, okay? But if you haven't been touched, there's a certain thing inside you that's going to say, hell, you mean I came for this? This is what I came for? Oh, let me tell you, you're going to feel it. There's no way that you're going to know to come home to your husband or to your wife or back to your oh my God, your everyday life, and then you don't feel nothing. It's disappointing. And the reason why I can talk about this is because I've said it 100 times. I've been through it. Okay? I have been through it. Not one time, not 2 times. Okay? So I know the pain. So for me, as a Hougan, now that I got what I got, okay, to sit there and inflict that pain on somebody else, they can strike me dead. Okay? I will deserve whatever's coming to me. Because I have no right to treat somebody else like that. Oh, because now that I got and that person doesn't got. Don't get cocky. That's another thing too with the Hougan. Okay, and a mumble, don't get cocky. Don't think because what you got in your hand can't be taken away from you. Because the laws, they be spanking that ass. Okay? You see somebody coming around looking crazy one couple of months. You like, what? What you done did? Ah, piti, tèt lan pa bon mèm. M'ba kompran, mwen li men lamp, m'fè tout bagay. Oh, I've lighted candles, I've done lamps, I've done this, and I did, because you did something that you had no business doing. Own up to it, okay? Stop trying to make it seem like you didn't do nothing. You did something. It's just that you didn't get your ass kicked right when you did it. But you got it coming. Oh, believe it. You F up with somebody that's a child of the spirit. Oh, and that's a brother to a sister, because all the Hougans, all the mumbles, We are all brothers and sisters, okay? For life. That's why they say, Frère dernier, c'est dernier, aïzan bele kouyele. Okay? My brother for life, my sister for life. Doesn't matter where you come from. Because guess what? We all been through the same process. That's why it is. Okay? So don't get cocky. Don't hurt another spirit's kid because you're gonna get it. Okay? So now, that's why I said the difference in the wrong and the right. Okay? Being sure, being prepared, getting a background reading. There's readings sometimes that you need to get before you get initiated to make sure that certain spirits are placed with you. You got certain things you have to have for the individual spirits that's walking with you. Now, I'm not talking to the La Vete people, so don't go and say, oh yeah, I'm getting a La Vete, so I'm supposed to be getting packets or Govies or flag. No, don't do that because it's wrong. No. Okay? So that's why when you get your reading, before you go to your initiation with that individual who's doing it for you, they line up the things for you. They tell you, this is who it is. This is what we're going to need to do. This is what you're going to have to get for yourself to do or what X, Y, Z. The reading is longer. Okay? So if you call somebody or you see somebody you want to get a reading that goes back to your ancestorship, okay, where your spirits come from, mother or father's side, which ones is like that, be prepared to pay a good $100. Okay, be prepared because it takes time. It takes a lot of time. And to tell you the truth, a reading like that, sometimes it's usually best in energy. But now, because of the time we living in, you could do Skype. You could do, what's that other app that Zoom and the other one that
Facebook Messenger.
Yeah. You see, there's even certain things when it comes to the technologies I don't know, but that's what I'm saying. There's a way you have to do. But see, this is the reason why I'm saying all this is because I'm tired of the people walking around saying that the Mumbles and the Hougans are greedy. Okay. We thieves, we all of this, okay? Accept responsibility too as the initiate. Get yourself together. You gotta, if you know you going, let the job know that you'll be going on vacation for 2 weeks, okay? Make sure you're not sitting here breaking your bank account, not paying your house and all that. Now listen, because you doing all this, you know what you're going to say if you don't go get the ceremony right? I can't believe this. I lost my house or I got evicted. I can't pay my car. I'm backed up on the rent. And that damn MF took my money. These people jacked me. This is what's not right. Okay? So that's why I'm talking about the differences between the wrong and the right, okay? And why it's important for you to know and to get that reading, okay? And it's a long one, but it's worth it, okay? Let's go now on to, okay, I talked about the importance of the altar part, okay? But with that, the reason for it is to get closer to your spirit. Okay, especially the one you just got synchronized with. That is an amazing bond. Okay, it makes you feel good. Okay, to know you got what you got walking with you. Because there's a certain feeling, a certain uplift you get after you finish that process. And if you don't feel that way after you get done, it's not right. It's not right. And like I said once before, it all depends on what type of Hougan where he's from, how his experience is. That's all it is. But most of all, it's his hands and his intentions, okay, that make it. If he's bitter, if he's sick, if he's that, cancel. Cancel it. We'll keep it moving. All right? So now we got that out the way. Financial responsibility and why you have to pay. You know why it costs so much? Besides sometimes the fact that it may just be trying to live large, it's because there is a lot of energy being put into it. The ceremony itself. There's people that's leaving their families, okay, that coming from different parts of the Haitian, the country, okay, to come and help the Hougan that they know, or the Mumble that they know, that's doing the Kanzo. Okay, they gotta pay the drummers. They gotta pay the people that's cooking the food. They gotta pay the people that's cleaning and washing your clothes. They gotta pay for the people that can't, because sometimes they got other people from other houses that come to help sing. Okay, because the Hougan of the house may not have that many hunsis. Okay, he may be just a small local Hougan. Meaning that he don't have a big old temple. So that now he got to go get all these other singers. He got to pay them. Sometimes you're talking about songs all day. For everything. Everything is a song. Everything is a ritual. Everything is energy, 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 energy. So now imagine that the Hougan or the Mumble that's doing the ceremony ain't giving them people nothing. They got what they get. They got their money from you. Now they got to go ahead and they got to pay those people that help them do the work. So sometimes when you give up that money, give it up with, how could you say that? Give it up with, give it up with the belief and faith that, you know what, the Spirit is gonna protect me. The Lord our Father, the God first, or every time, no matter what, that this is in good faith, okay? With no regrets. Because let me tell you something, when you get a song, it's just like somebody getting a diploma in a college. It is a career, okay? It's a profession. Some people don't have nothing else and they live on voodoo. Okay? Because they went through what they had to go through to live off of it. Don't be trying to worry about what's going in somebody else's pocket. No, none of that. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes they'll sit here and say, okay, we could do a payment plan. They say sometimes you'll find sympathy with some of them. But some of them is like, no, I need my whole money before you go. I don't care what you do. I don't care how you get it. I need it. But sometimes you find, and these days, it's hard to sit there to take something, the monies from the people that they done worked and they don't have to even feed their family, but they know that they have this ceremony that they have to do, that they done planned to do. Sometimes you get setbacks. But let me tell you something to the Mumbles and the Hougans out there that take the money on deposit. If you spend that money, the deposit, and you know you can't go, give the people back their money, okay? Don't go tell them that you already sent it for the preparation for the stuff, because you know good and well things could get gotten. You understand what I'm saying? When this stuff is up, because it ain't the whole 2 weeks, it's the service. Or the lavette or whatever it is you do. Don't go spend that person's deposit, because guess what? The person can call back and say, you know what? I changed my mind. I don't want to do it. For whatever reason, they don't want to do it. Okay? Send them back their money. So that you don't get caught up in a situation where you have to take it out of your own pocket. Okay? Very, very important. Hey, it's it. Woo! I wish a friend of mine was here right now that this happened to. Oh God, she was ill. Ill. Oh God, she talked about that thing for years, okay? She never let it go. That happened to her. A quick story. We were all supposed to go at one time, okay? And then we were all supposed to go, and we all gave the deposit, okay? Just the deposit. So now we had to go, and all of a sudden, I had no customers. My business went down. It just nothing. All the money that I was gonna need to go to Haiti, the deposit, the clothes, the tickets, everything my business was slow. I didn't have it. So we couldn't go. But our deposits were already gone. So now here she goes. Okay, so we not going. Where's the deposit? The deposit was gone. The deposit. Oh my God, this story is so crazy, but I can't. And I'm not laughing at her, or it just brought back a memory when I said that, because the way she reacted, and she held that for years. She would get bitter at it. Yeah, she would say, yeah, my $800 was good. Yep. And now somebody else got their head washed. I never got my head washed. It's okay. All is well. It's okay. You're gonna watch and see. Let's get back to the thing. Okay? Trust in another native language tongue. Okay. Sometimes you're not Haitian. You're not Spanish. You don't speak the language that what you're gonna get initiated in. That's another thing. You have to trust and believe in the person who is initiating you, okay, into the culture, that they have somebody that can translate everything that's going on for you. It's very important, because if you don't know, how you going to do it? How you going to know what to say to them, what to get for them, what to do? This is why you have to educate yourself as well. When you're getting into a religion that you don't know. This is what I can't stand, is when somebody knows that the information is out there, but they live off of somebody else's hard work, somebody else's information. And they sit here and they say, the person didn't teach me anything. I don't know how to do this. Gut up. Go to the library if you can't afford a book on the culture. There's books on tarot. There's books on playing cards. There's books on herbs. There's books on oils. There's books on candles. There's everything. You can. It's impossible for one person, one Hougan, one mumble, to sit there with you, especially if you live in a whole complete different state, to sit there and to give you everything you need, because it doesn't work like that. Like I was saying earlier, it's impossible for one person, one individual, to teach you everything that it is to know. That would be very draining on somebody. So you see, that's the thing is you have to invest in your knowledge as well. Thank God now we got Google. We got more people, more Hougans, more mumbles that's publishing, that has writing books, publishing books, giving you information on herbs, on oils, on how to do candles, even lamps. They got everything. So we living in a time now where people are not scared to put things in books and all that. And guess what? You don't have to take every word of advice out of those books. Try little things. See what works for you. See what kind of job came out well for for something that you did for somebody, because that's gonna be your recipe. Oh, yes, us Haitians, okay, we got certain ways we do things, yes, but Haitians, my people, we gotta get with the program sometimes, okay? We don't have to, everybody that comes to us is not going to need the things that we always prescribe. You understand what I'm saying? That's the good thing with us, with it too. Because you could tell them sometimes, here, take this candle. I want you to inscribe it, okay? Put it under your pillow, okay? Pray on it for a little while, okay? Say your demands and everything. Snuff it, put it under your pillow, okay? And the spirit will come and talk to you, or expect some clarity. And that person or that individual is going to feel hopeful, okay? Your intentions was good behind it, and they're going to get results. That's what I'm talking about with this whole thing. It's about energy. So when you see that somebody didn't teach you something, or they didn't show you something else that somebody else is doing, don't automatically assume, why does that person have and you don't have? You don't know how long that person's been studying. You don't know how long that person has been initiated. You don't know how long that person has been invested time. Shoot, I spent 3 years. 3 years alone. I've been initiated since 2004. I spent 3 years, okay, just on studying books from every background that's religious, okay, to get information for me to be ready, to see what works for me, what doesn't. So when I get my clients that's not familiar with the Haitian voodoo or whatever, I can prescribe or I can do other things that will make them feel comfortable. Or I can educate them differently. Because in Haiti, we all don't read with 52 deck, 54. We read with 32 deck. And for some Hougan, some Mambo, that works for them. They like it because that's what they were taught. Others will say, no, let me do 54 because they're more inclined. Some of them read with tarot, okay? They weren't taught with tarot from the beginning because they're Haitian. Their godmother, their godfather taught them with the playing card. But that individual opened their eyes, okay? Got up one day, took the responsibility, curiosity, and went and said, you know what? Let me go find me a book on tarot, or let me go find me a book on baths. Let me go find me a book on how the Spanish people do a misa, how the Spanish people do a sanse, okay? Let me see what this person knows that I don't know. That's the thing that makes it intimate. When I always say that about the voodoo religion, it's intimate, okay? Cards and everything like that, they change all the time. There was a time where the cards, they all meant the same thing. But you got new people, more people that's giving out their trade. That's writing books on the card. So the meanings are changing. So therefore, okay, you already know a set of meanings. It's set in stone in your brain. It ain't going to change. But go get another book to see what that person thinks. Or what is their meanings. Or what is going on. How did they come up with their meanings? It's just experience. Okay? Get this. Once you do that, I'm going to tell you. Once you do that, you see my lady over here, my spirit guide, Lord have mercy. She and me have a bond, I'm telling you, out of this world. Because we studied together. Okay? I wasn't sitting there calling her and waiting for her to tell me everything. We worked together. And that's what made us get closer. Okay? So That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Do your homework. Do your work. If you want to sit here and ask a Hougan or a mumble, hey, I read this book and it said so and so and so in here. Do you know anything about that? If that person says, no, I don't know nothing of that. Oh, okay. If that person goes into a defensive mode and say, that's not Haitian, don't believe what you see in those books. You know what? That's nasty. That person is just trying to sit here and get you to only believe in what they teaching you. Their way is the only right way. As a matter of fact, here's another, to make a long story short. The other day, okay, I asked a couple of people, as a matter of fact, I said, look, I just got me a 4 feet statue of Papa Legba, St. Lazarus. So I asked a few people way before a time, can you help me, install it? Oh, yeah, I'll come. I have no problem doing that, da-da-da-da-da. Okay? All of a sudden, you come back with the statue, you have a glow on your face, you're excited and everything. The person's upset. The person is bitter. As if you think, oh, so you happy now? You happy you got your statue now? Oh, you happy? Oh, so what? You got... What the hell was that about? Just a month ago, you gave me a reading. You were excited. We made some type of bond, and you done switched on me now? You know what that's called? That's called jealousy. It's called hating. It's called envy. That person's trying to figure out why this individual can go down to Miami and go get a big St. Lazarus like that, and they sitting here stuck, not paying, or doesn't have no customers or whatever and stuff like that. That's what that's called. Because if that person was truly happy for me, they were going to say, so when we going to get started? When you going to do the ceremony? See, that's the difference between me and other people. I get excited when I hear things like that for the person. Because let me see, when's the party? Do you need any help? What's going on? Or really, I'm glad for you, you got it. Because you know what? That's a good spirit. That's Papa Legba. He opens up the gate. I'm sure he is very happy that you bought him that statue. But what I got now, I was like, damn. And in front of my mother, on top of that, my birth mother. My mother was looking at like, what the? Chris, let's get up out of here. And my mother don't talk like that where she says, I don't like the energy in here. I don't like the attitude. She don't do that all the time where she says energy and words like that. You know who I know that was talking to her and made her say that word? Jeuge. Okay? That's the spirit talking to my mother through my mother without her even realizing it. Get your ass up out of this store. Because this lady right here, she is bitter. She is jealous and upset that you really went through with what you told her you were going to do. And now, oh, so you got your mother here? And so now you got your statue? Oh, so you got everything you got now? No, that's not what I did. That's not what I was gloating. I wasn't talking about, oh, look what I got, you don't got. That's not what it was about. I'm just telling you that what I told you last month, I went and did it. But you know what? That just goes back. Expect that. I'm going to tell you that's another thing. Expect that to come through. Because sometimes you get a person that could be so excited for you because you're on your path, you're on your way to your journey and everything. And then they're sitting here, I'm rooting for you. But guess what? They come, when you get back, they got a whole different attitude. It's like, what's wrong with you? Nothing. I'm just trying to figure out why you acting like this and why you acting. How am I acting? What am I doing? I just got back from Haiti. I got what I got. I'm excited. So that what's wrong with you? It is bitter. So this is why sometimes, let me tell you, us Haitians, sometimes what we like to say or do, we usually say, "Pa di moun affaire non, pa di moun affaire parce que yo pa gâté bagay yo." Ou comprend? Don't go tell people the stuff before you go and do it, or you're planning on doing this, because sometimes people have a way of putting bad luck on your situation, okay, on your plans. They just that bitter that they sent that energy to you and said, you know what, that person is a damn bitch or whatever. I hope that damn spoil this. Oh yeah, it gets bad. Let me tell you, it gets bad. Stay away from that type of energy, okay? Sometimes you just can't tell people your plans. All right, guys, you know what? I've given you these conversations, okay? I've given you everything, how I feel, what I think, how I think, what type of person I am. I'm on film, okay? The world has access to this, okay? I hope you take it with good blessings and see that it's with good intentions that I'm what I'm doing. This is me all the time, okay? I could talk about voodoo all day, okay? Don't think I'm doing something like this because I'm being filmed and I'm trying to promote and all this other kind of stuff. This is me, okay? Whether I get calls or not, whether something comes out of this or not, I'm still gonna be me, okay? Don't do me no favors. All I ask you is that you subscribe, give me a like, and we all good. Another thing I want to leave off with and saying, if there's anything you want to talk about or you want me to talk about on film, ask me any questions, ask me anything, give me some ideas so I can talk about them so you could know. Or if you don't want to talk about me and you want it to be private or whatever, call me, okay? Ask me through email and stuff like that. It's free. Or get a reading. Set up a reading with me and let's see what's going on, okay? If it works for me, it should work for you. Bye-bye, guys, from Hougan La Rouge. Thank you for watching me. See you guys next time. Aoshe nago, nek nago dikoshe. Bye.